Welcome to Gentle Hours. I am so glad that you're here. Wherever you're listening from, I want you to allow this moment to be exactly what it is. Not something you have to improve, not something to rush, but a place where you can gently arrive. Take a moment to settle your body. Let your shoulders lower just a little and clench your jaw and allow yourself to take a slow breath in through your nose and release it softly through your mouth. There is no urgency in this place. Let your body recognize that you have stepped into a quiet space where you are allowed to pause. This week, the word I want us to sit with is stay. And when I say stay, I'm not talking about forcing yourself to remain in places that harm you or asking you to endure situations that are unhealthy for your spirit. What I'm speaking of is something much more personal. I'm talking about the moments when we instinctively try to run away from our own feelings, our own thoughts, or the uncomfortable truths that life sometimes brings to the surface. Many of us have become very skilled at escaping the moment we feel discomfort. We distract ourselves, we keep ourselves busy, we fill our days with noise, and sometimes we convince ourselves that moving quickly past what we feel is the same thing as healing. But more often than not, we are really doing is leaving ourselves behind in moments when our hearts actually need our presence the most. When something inside of us feels difficult, our first reaction is to often get away from it as quickly as possible, and we tell ourselves we don't have time to think about it. And we may catch ourselves scrolling through our phone. We throw ourselves into work. We stay constantly occupied so that we don't have to sit quietly on what is happening inside our minds or inside of our hearts. And while distraction can sometimes give us some form of relief, it is rarely giving us understanding. The truth is that many of the things we try to run from are not enemies that need to be defeated. They are signals for us to stop long enough to understand what our hearts are trying to say. And staying does not mean forcing yourself to suffer or relive painful moments. Staying simply means allowing yourself to be present to what you feel without abandoning yourself in the middle of the experience. It means taking a break, my baby. Recognizing that your emotions are not something that you need to outrun. They are part of the language of your spirit, and it uses it to communicate with you. And when sadness appears, it may be asking for rest. When anger surfaces, it may be pointing you towards a boundary that needs to be honored. When fear shows up, it may be asking for reassurance or patience as you move through something unfamiliar. But when we rush away from these emotions, the moment they appear, we never give ourselves the opportunity to hear the message they are trying to deliver. Think about the way you show up for someone who you care about when they are going through something difficult. When a friend or a loved one is struggling, you don't usually demand that they immediately fix everything or push their feelings aside. You sit with them and you listen and you offer them patience and understanding. You give them space to express what they are experiencing without rushing them towards a solution. The compassion you offer to others is the same compassion you deserve to offer yourself. Learning to stay with your feelings is one way of extending that kindness inward. It is a decision to remain present with yourself rather than abandoning yourself in moments that feel uncomfortable. There is also something powerful that happens when you allow yourself to stay present with your experiences instead of running away from them. And over time, you begin to realize that emotions, even the difficult ones, are not permanent. They move, they shift, they soften when they are given space to exist. And the moment you stop fighting against what you feel and begin to acknowledge it with curiosity instead of resistance, you create room for understanding, and that understanding can lead to clarity, and that clarity can lead to growth that may not have been possible if you had rushed past the moment all entirely. And staying also teaches us something about resilience. Many of us underestimate our ability to sit with discomfort because we have spent so much time believing that we need to escape in order to feel safe. But you have to remember that you have already lived through many moments that once felt overwhelming. You have already faced experiences that asked more of you than you thought you could give, and somehow, even when those seasons felt uncertain, you found a way to move forward. The same strength that carried you through those moments still live in you now. So this week, I want you to practice something very simple. When you notice that a feeling is arising that makes you feel uncomfortable, I need you to pause before you immediately try to distract yourself. This week, I want to invite you to practice something very simple. When you notice a feeling that is arising that makes you feel very uncomfortable, I need you to pause before you immediately try to distract yourself from it. I need you to take a slow breath and give yourself permission to acknowledge what is happening. And you may say to yourself that I can stay in this moment. And this feeling is not going to be pleasant, but you trust yourself enough to sit with it for a little while. And sometimes that pause is all it takes for your mind to soften and your heart to recognize that you are no longer trying to run away from your own experiences. As you move through the days ahead, remember that staying does not mean getting stuck. Staying means being present long enough to understand what you need before deciding how to move forward. It is the difference between reacting quickly and responding thoughtfully. It is the difference between abandoning yourself and supporting yourself. When you stay, you give yourself the chance to learn from the moment rather than simply surviving it. Now, I want you to take a slow breath and then let it go gently. Notice how your body feels right now. Notice the space that has formed around you. There is a calm. There is something that you can return to whenever life begins to feel overwhelming. The breath, my baby, is always there. It is waiting to anchor you back into the present moment. Now, before we close this gentle hour together, I want you to carry a simple reminder with you into the week ahead. When life becomes uncomfortable and your instinct is to run from what you feel, I need you to pause for a minute and breathe. Remind yourself that you are capable of staying with your experiences with patience and with care. You do not have to answer everything immediately. You do not have to solve every feeling the moment it appears. Sometimes the most compassionate thing that you can do and to give yourself is simply remaining present with your own heart, my baby. Now, take one more slow breath in, and then I need you to release it softly. Let your shoulders relax and allow your mind to settle once more. Feel the steadiness of your breath and the quiet reassurance that you do not have to run away from yourself. You are capable of meeting your life with presence, patience, and understanding. Now, thank you for spending this gentle hour with me. Take this calm with you into the rest of your day and in your week. And remember that when things feel uncertain or uncomfortable, you have the strength to take a pause, to breathe and stay within yourself through whatever arises. And with that, my baby, I'll meet you right back in this space next week.